Thank you. Let's get to our top headlines tonight. These stories are real new now. A police officer and 3 Springfield residents are dead tonight after a shooting at a gas station overnight. We hear from one witness.
As COVID-19 continues to spread, City of Springfield and Greene County officials are offering new guidelines how life in the area will continue to change going forward.
Area schools closing for the next 3 weeks due to COVID-19 concerns. We'll tell you which districts and a response from one of them. Ozarks Fox News at 9 starts right now.
Real, new, now. This is Ozarks Fox News at 9.
Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm John Adams.
And I'm Jennifer Abreu. Let's begin with our top story tonight. 4 people died overnight in a shooting in Springfield, including a Springfield police officer. The shooter also took his own life.
Another officer and another bystander were injured in the shooting. Here is what we know right now.
So the shooting happened at the Come and Go on Chestnut and Prince Lane near 65, the 65 exit, early Monday morning. Officer Christopher Walsh, who you see there, was shot and died at the hospital. He was 32 years old. The suspect has been identified as Joaquin S. Roman, a 31-year-old Springfield man. And police say he was found dead from an apparent self-inflicted gunshot wound.
Now, one of the 3 people killed is 57-year-old Troy Rapp. He was an employee at that Come and Go.
Now, other fatalities include 46-year-old Shannon Perkins. She was an employee of WCA Waste Corporation, and 22-year-old Matthew Hicks Morris. He was a customer in the store. A 4th victim is in critical condition tonight and is being treated at Mercy Hospital. The other officer shot had non-life-threatening injuries. His name is Officer Josiah Overton. Now, this incident is sending shockwaves through the community as families of those involved are still looking for answers tonight.
While authorities are unsure of the motive of the shooter, people around Springfield are calling the shooting a tragedy. Our
Madison Heaver talked with one witness earlier today. Madison, what did he say?
Yeah, Jen, I talked with Curtis Green. He didn't see the shooting happen, but he did see the response from Springfield police. He said he was driving down Chestnut when police sped past, causing him and another passenger to pull over several times. He says it was scary to watch as Springfield police with guns drawn, hid behind gas pumps. Green, a longtime resident of Springfield, says he feels the crime in Springfield has spiked in the past few years. Now, both Green and a neighbor say they are deeply saddened by the event last night.
You know, it's just really unfortunate that people had to lose their lives over someone's decision, and it's that, you know, that's just not fair. It's not fair to anybody, especially the families that were affected by it, and, you know, friends and loved ones that were lost. You know, that's not fair.
It really breaks my heart that someone would just go out and just be rude and hateful. Just thinking, why would you wake up one day and just be like, I'm going to go shoot all these people? There's really no need for that.
Green also says to be aware of your surroundings, and if you feel like something might be off, to speak up and call police.
Madison, thank you. Happening now, police need your help finding a missing man tonight. This is 92-year-old Jesse Hamby. He was last seen yesterday afternoon at a home in Northwest Springfield. Hamby may be driving a 2001 Burgundy Buick Regal with the license plate number NB1C76. Officers don't know where he's going, but if you see Hamby, call police right away.
Also making local news tonight, health officials have confirmed the 3rd case of COVID-19 in Greene County this morning. There are now 8 confirmed cases in the state of Missouri after Governor Parson confirmed 2 additional cases this evening. The only information provided about that Greene County case is that the patient traveled within the country recently. The health department is working to talk to anyone who came into contact with that patient.
Now, as the number of COVID-19 cases increase in Greene County and nationwide, the CDC is recommending all gatherings of more than 50 people be canceled or postponed for the next 8 weeks. And President Trump today, with his COVID-19 task force, recommending people avoid gatherings of more than 10 people. Ozarks Fox's Francis Lynn tells us how the city of Springfield and Greene County are responding.
Two emergency meetings were held today. The City of Springfield and the Greene County Commission declaring a state of emergency due to COVID-19. Social gatherings of over 50 people are now prohibited.
It will make a difference in our community. This is something that is a sacrifice. We understand that, but it's the right thing to do.
Before the vote on the ordinance, some council members said they don't think it goes far enough.
The longer we wait, the more likely of a chance of our community to be further impacted.
Some stated concerns about restaurants and bars still being open.
It doesn't make any sense to have 150 people at a bar.
In which others responded.
There are people who are dependent on restaurants for their food source.
Eventually, the council unanimously passed the ordinance.
Remember, 80% of people that get this illness are not going to have adverse health outcomes, okay? They're going to resolve it. The concern about that 80% is that they can easily spread it to a fragile population.
Violation of this ordinance will lead to a penalty.
The penalty would be anywhere from a $0 to $1,000 fine and/or 0 to 180 days in jail.
And just down the street 30 minutes later, the Greene County Commission held their emergency meeting.
We're essentially ordering what the CDC has recommended. The unincorporated areas of Greene County is it only a recommendation. It will be an order not to congregate in groups of more than 50.
Presiding Commissioner Bob Dixon shared a heartwarming story about a woman paying for a stranger's groceries as he was unable to pay himself.
That's the kind of spirit that will get us through this, not hoarding or trying to take care of ourselves only, watching out for one another.
Don't overreact by hoarding on things that the community as a whole is going to need.
What we really need to do is recognize a sense of peace and calm. We're preparing, so there really is no need to have a sense of fear.
Frances Lynn, Ozarks First.
The ordinance will last a minimum of 30 days. The city can extend that if necessary. And Goddard said it's hard to keep an accurate tally of how many cases we have, as Greene County currently has low testing capabilities.
Multiple school districts here in Southwest Missouri have announced that they will not be returning to class until at least April the 3rd. Springfield, Nixa, Ozark, Republic, Willard, and Rogersville, amongst others, made that call this afternoon. Now, earlier today, I spoke with Stephen Hall, the communications director with Springfield Public Schools. He said the district is still deciding how they will continue to educate students during this break and will do whatever it takes to help students and families that are most in need during this time.
We are developing right now plans to provide meal service to the students who need it most, those who qualify for free or reduced lunch. We want to make sure that we are providing child care opportunities for those who serve in the healthcare industry and our first responders, our emergency workers. And then finally, we want to address how we can bridge the gap in the face-to-face instruction, whether that be virtual or through printed material.
Now, according to Hall, more information on meal services will be available to the public later this week, with district plans for learning materials expected to be announced over the next week as well. Now, a full list of school closures are available on our website, ozarksfirst.com, and you can also see them scrolling at the bottom of your screen.
Now, COVID-19 causing the cancellation or postponement of many events, too many to list here for you on the air, but our digital team is constantly working to update this list of canceled events you see here. You can find that on ozarksfirst.com, right on the homepage, and on our Color 10 News app as well.
Well, we now know more about testing for COVID-19 here in the Show Me State. Dr. Randall Williams, the director of Missouri's Department of Health and Senior Services, said he expects a big change by the beginning of April.
That we hope by April 1st to shift our capability to have the test to test all Missourians who have a fever over 100.4 and a cough. And we will move that out to local mobile testing sites.
Williams made these comments during a news conference in Kansas City this morning. He says by April the 1st, Missouri will be able to do 280,000 tests per week. He said until more tests can be done, you should call your doctor if you feel sick and self-isolate if you don't feel well.
For more coverage on the COVID-19 coronavirus, stick around. At 9:30, we have more news on how the national government is dealing with the pandemic. And our David Oliver sits down with the Springfield mayor, who you heard from earlier in this show, to find out how the city is preparing and responding to this, and how all of those cancellations we just mentioned are impacting the downtown economy. That's all coming up for you at 9:30.